Alright you guys, State of Decay is almost here, drops tomorrow, probably at 3 a.m. because that's usually when the marketplace does its updates. In the meantime, I'm going to play another game for you guys to help pass the time, Halo Anniversary. And there's two reasons that I'm going to play this game. If you haven't heard, Fable is actually doing an anniversary coming out for the Xbox 360, and it's going to have new graphics, new effects, new everything, new cutscenes for Fable, the original Fable, and it's going to be the one with the lost chapters, the extended version of the game, no extra charge, brand new graphics and everything, just like Halo Anniversary. I also want to say some points. I've been noticing a lot of hate coming out on Halo the past month or two, and I don't really know where that's coming from, where it stems, but all I do know is time for it to stop. I'm going to point out a few of the reasons why this game was ahead of its game, is still ahead of its game, and people underestimate it and look down upon it because they don't like the Master Chief. So, CouchGamePlays, Halo Anniversary. Okay, so if you guys haven't heard, Halo Anniversary is the remake of Halo Combat Evolved. That is the first Halo that ever came out for the Xbox. It was basically the launch title for the Xbox, and Halo is actually the game that got the Xbox going. Now, Halo Combat Evolved, I believe, is an evolved version of the original Halo for PC, which was a third-person shooter. They decided to change it and make it first-person because they felt it was more engaging. Okay, before we start the gameplay, I'm going to quickly run through some of the Halos that I have, all of them. Halo Reach. This is the first story. The planet became attacked by the Covenant. They left in a spaceship which contained the Master Chief. This is where the Covenant attacked the ship that evacuated Planet Reach or whatever, and the Master Chief was on. They woke him up because it was under attack when the fight started on Reach. Halo 2. Halo 2 takes place after Halo Combat Evolved. This one follows a new main character with the Master Chief. There's the Master Chief and there's the Arbiter. A lot of people hate the Arbiter, but if you listen to his storyline, you will get a lot of political knowledge based on the Covenant's know-how and how they do things. I believe comes this one. Leave it in the comments if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure this is the timeline that this happened. A big time warp thing that happens in Halo 2 at the end or something, and it causes these guys to get sent off track in the explosion. ODST has nothing to do with the Master Chief. Then there's Halo 3. This is when the treaty was between the Covenant and the people. Well, the elites and the people. The Arbiter's on your side, you have elites on your side, and the enemies are now the brutes, which were introduced in Halo 2. Fun fact, the Bungie company wanted to introduce the brutes at the end of Halo 3. Wanted to introduce the brutes at the end of Halo Combat Evolved. You are only basically fighting brutes. Do you see how ahead of the game Halo was? Halo came out in like 2002 or something, 2001 maybe, and it had zombies. When the Master Chief wakes up, his ship is under attack by a new life form, and the Covenant have broken their treaty with the humans and no longer speak in English, I guess. They go back to their home language, and so we can't understand them. And basically that's the story. As little spoiler as possible. Sorry if I did spoil something. We try to be a spoiler-free show. Here's the fun stuff, okay? This is the Halo 3 Legendary Edition. Back when this was called an app. This was called an app back in the day. I think that was the main reason I got this. I was like, holy crap, Halo helmet, can I wear it? No. Alright, let's play some Halo Anniversary. Now, this game, I'm going to cover a few topics on why I think so many people hold this game so dear to their hearts. For one, I think that this is sort of the game that got my generation started on first-person shooters. It was also visually one of the most impressive games, artistically and graphically back then. The game Halo Anniversary runs two engines at once. It runs the original Halo Combat Evolved engine and the enhanced Halo Combat Evolved engine. Now, all the sound effects has been redone except for the voices. The graphics you're looking at right now are the new game's graphics. I'm going to switch it in a second because you have control to switch the graphics between the 2011 one and the 2001 with the press of the back button. The AI is surprisingly good. No one ever talks about Halo's AI. Ever. No one talks about it ever. I would like to bring up how good it actually is. Because the AI doesn't have familiar patterns. It doesn't. You can play the game over and over and they'll do something different every time. Unlike now, games have predictable walking paths and such. Now I'm playing on normal, so this game is going to be pretty easy. Holy cow. And yeah, I am so distracted by this game. I just love this game. And I used to be a fanboy. I'm not anymore because of the direction that they've taken the game. I believe that the good Halos are Halo 1 and Halo 2. Everyone beyond that goes downhill. Halo Reach was acceptable, but it didn't feel like Halo. It's really more of a, they should have left it and just done HD remakes, because nobody really wants, they think they want new Halos, but they don't. They just want remade old ones, so it's modern. Here's Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary HD graphics. Let me change it. Here we go. Look at that. These are the original textures, the original graphics, and everything. This is what the game used to look like. The sounds are, however, still new sounds because they can't change the audio tracks. What the original Halo looked like back then. And to us, my generation, this was incredible. The grass, its flat pixture textures, that was mind-blowing back then. Okay? Now let me show you. Let me show you how it changes. And look at this. The game had sun rays. Look at this. They're little tiny ones, but it had it. That's crazy. That is insane. That is mind-blowing. But the game is aware of sounds. The AI is aware of your sounds, the sounds you make. They will hunt for you, they talk to each other, and it's actually meaningful conversation that makes sense. That's what's really crazy. The AI knows what's going on. If you kill their leader, which is the elites, they're like the generals of the group, they lead and command everyone where to go. If you destroy them, they pretty much just scatter and do what they want. Personally, as a person who's played this game so much, I don't really know which version I like more. Because this is really cool to play the original one that I remember playing. But then there's the new one, and it just looks great. The lighting is great, the self-casting shadows are amazing. And nothing looks pixely. Like, you know how a lot of stuff in video games, they look shiny even though they shouldn't be? That's a texture model that does that, and it's not on purpose. But this look, right? That's moving. I didn't know that moved. But the game was very interesting. They had those enemies that would take down your shield in one hit. They have the enemies that would throw grenades at you. They have enemies that would bum rush you. I mean, they always mixed up the fight. They always mixed it up. The architecture, I was always confused as a kid because I didn't understand. They're like, the Forerunners made the buildings and everything. And I was like, well, why are the Covenant here then? Because the Covenant were here to try to stop the Flood, which are zombies. It's an infection that turns people into zombies. And the Forerunners are not seen until Halo 4. A game that was actually debated on being made or not. So that's impressive that they kept with the story. And if you spend time and actually look at the story, I put this guy in such a bad spot. I can barely talk when I'm playing this. I just zone out. Assassination. Gray. Isn't that crazy though? I mean, look at this. Look at this. Just look. That is mind-blowing. I have to punch that every time I play the game. Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary is an extremely impressive game for its time. I mean, look at this. Here's what it looks like now. Here's what the game used to look like. Really? I mean, really? Look at this. We've come a long way graphically in 10 years. I don't know if it's a must-own. If you have any interest in retro Xbox games or something, go for this, because it's very quickly becoming retro with the new Xbox coming out, and this being an original Xbox game remade for the 360. It is becoming a retro game, because there is no sprint button, there's no aiming down the sights, and it's that simple. And you have shields and health blocks, which are basically obsolete now. Because those of you younger people that are watching probably won't know what I'm talking about. The health blocks are the health. The regenerating health, that's a shield in this to hide your actual health. Oh, I missed. I can't believe it. I tried to take on both of them and it didn't work. Oh, people blood. Gotta be something down here. Bag. Look at the lighting. The lighting is amazing in this game. I think there's a reason there's a lot more hate coming out for this game recently, and it's because the generation after mine, I'm 21, I was born in 1992, the generation after mine is really starting to reach YouTube, and they're starting to get a voice. And as much as I dislike hearing the hate for my favorite video game, one of my favorites, I do think it's cool to see how how there is a gap, and it is different now. Because now, kids hate this game. They hate Halo. It's too outdated for them. They need fast-paced, lots of explosions, a sprint button, aim down your sights, all of that. They need so much, and they need it to be graphically pretty. Back in the day, this is all we needed. We needed a character that held a weapon. Kids really don't like this game, like, at all. Like, they hate it with a passion. I don't know what's so good about Halo. I hate it. Well, you know what? We don't know what's so special about Call of Duty, and we hate it, okay? That's just how it is. There's a generation gap, and you were born on Call of Duties. Therefore, you remember, and they bring fond memories of childhood. Ours is with Halo. We get fond memories when we play Halo, and it sets our mind in a good mood. It's that simple. So you can hate this game as much as you want. We'll continue to hate Call of Duties, and we'll just be happy with the games that we like instead of bashing other games. So how about we stop hating each other and just enjoy the fact that we all play video games? Just my thoughts on the matter. But yeah, this is the biggest. This is also, I think, one of the first games to really do a sandbox-style campaign, where it was linear, but so open you don't think about it. Like, this is a linear campaign mission right now, and I've just been driving all around this planet, this ring Halo, and you probably couldn't even notice it. It looks like a planet, and there's a lot of room to wiggle around. I mean, it's huge. It's amazing. Now I think never mind. See, I got the elite. These guys are all gonna run now. And if you guys are wondering why I'm not picking up like Covenant weapons or using the Needler, I like the marine weapons. I've always been this way. I've never enjoyed, even in like Call of Duties, I don't want to pick up the AK. All I want to use is the M4s and M16s. It's just how I am. But this has been an excruciatingly long Let's Play, so I'm going to stop it, and hopefully you guys have kind of got my point. Not really, I had a couple of points, but hopefully you guys can see what I mean about, please understand that we all have different games, we all like different tastes. Oh, see, they become enemies. Dun 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 dun. They might kill me. He has a sniper. I'm gonna get killed. Okay, bye guys, bye. Bye guys, bye.